Testing. Hello. Ugh. Hello. Can you hear me now? Hold on. Give it a second. Okay. Yeah, that's a bug with OBS. For some reason, when you first boot up OBS, sometimes it doesn't actually pick up my mic. And I have no idea why. And I've never done that on recording. I always make sure to check it, but I didn't think about it today. Oh my goodness, you guys missed so many fun topics to talk about. No, but I was trying to get chat to work, but I think it looked terrible. Could you guys see it? Also, I wonder how much of a delay there is right now. I chose low latency mode, but I just don't know. Okay. Was it readable? Or was it not readable? Because I felt like it looked like it was going to be unreadable. Or way too big. It was too big. Oh. Hold on. Oh, actually, hold on. Does it work? Alright. I'm just trying some things, seeing how they look. If we turn this up, because on my editing side, it looks miserable. You should see it slowly fade away, though. The background of it, maybe? Maybe if I apply it. There you go. Ooh! And then we just, like, remove 30 off the right side. And now look at that. We have an unreadable chat because it has no background. Hold on, he's learning. Anyway, why don't we can try Blastopolis, right? Oh. Actually, before we get into it, my baby's crying. I gotta go check on him real quick. Because he's about to wake up and eat, and then his mom's gonna take over. But, my wife's gonna take over, but real quick, I gotta go check on the baby. Hello? Hello, hello? Did you guys keep yourselves entertained? I'm trying to find a good way to have chat on screen so I can actually use it. Just a one pair? I didn't realize there was a one paragon limit. Let my baby silhouette. So yeah, he does have purple immunity. Don't we have like the option of Adora? Why would we want to use Adora ever for this one? Is it just for the BTSG boost? I feel like you'd probably want to go Brickle, right? Because it's Brickle. What the? Is that a bug? Or does it normally do that? Huh. Is it just because I'm backing out too fast? I think it's because I'm backing out too fast. Dang, okay. Dart gone. Alright, well anyway, let's actually get into it, shall we? I do think I am going to use Brickle, because Brickle is really strong late game, and they'll probably let me farm pretty easily, I think. We'll do this, and then we'll do an expert chimps map, okay? And then you tried building a second, and then you just couldn't. Yeah, that would be quite the way to find out, huh? We only start with 850. Ooh. We do get monkey knowledge. Shoo. What we'll probably do is try to start super cheap. We do have the bouncing projectile thing that is really weird. Right, we get the season perks is what that is, by the way. So end of round 2, we can get a farm already. That's not so bad. Can you guys actually read the chat, or is it like impossible to read? Because I feel like that should be impossible to read. But I'm attempting, you know? I'm trying to be more streamer-like. I think it might look kind of bad, but that's okay. Yeah, I think just basic Dart Monkey, especially with the +2 Pierce and whatnot. Also, Magic Monkeys get +4 Pierce, something to consider. I feel like Druid might be really strong because of that. Right? $330 Ninjagon with nothing else barely doesn't solo it. Okay. I feel like we can get further than a degree 30 Ninjagon, right? Although he is really fast is his big thing. Yeah, I was worried that might be the case. I think I might have tried to hide the background too much. But hey, we'll figure it out later. For now, I'll just pretend that I'm a streamer and have it up, right? Just make it look like I'm trying. How are you guys doing? It is now Wednesday, my dudes, as they say, you know. It's been a crazy week for me. I mean, I know I've already talked about it in my videos, and I've talked about it just in general already, but it's been a busy week. Okay. We probably want to get Brickle soon. We might even just want to grab like 1 quick shots. That might be enough to defend now. We're not worried about losing a couple stacks of spikes. This'll be fine. We still get all the money from it. And then next wave we buy Brickle. Sticky Bomb doesn't work against the guy? I probably knew that at one point or another. Hey, you can at least see the emojis in the chat. Oh, I saw you say vacation in the Discord. I wasn't sure if you meant like an actual vacation, or if you meant like an American vacation where you take off one day and then, you know, hope you don't get called into work. Anyway, we're gonna keep it super cheap in the early game and try to get as many arms up. So we're just gonna get a 032 Dart Monkey, and that should be strong enough to last us, I would think, as long as we need. Oh my goodness, man, you don't even know the half of my unluckiness. So we actually have bought 2 cars this year, of which both cars have broken down. Holy cow, 16 days? Oh right, I forgot he has halved times or whatever it is. 16 days is crazy. That's awesome. Let's see. I guess it was last year I had one of my cars burned down, but the crazy thing is that's not even the first time I've had a car burned down. You know, it's stuff like that that makes me sometimes feel unlucky. But at the same time, you know, I might feel unlucky, but I do have, like, the ability to stream, and I have an amazing wife and family and stuff, so, like, am I really that unlucky? I'm just unlucky with cars and my health, apparently. Oh. I'll tell ya. Being in, like, college, going on vacation, and by that I mean I went one time and had a beach vacation. I worked through college, but we took 4 days, 5 days, something like that, and we just went down to Georgia, went to the beach, it was a very long drive, but it was very nice. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. The odds of burning down one car, incredibly low. The odds of burning down 2 cars, low enough you should buy a lottery ticket. But, one of them wasn't my fault. The other one was, I think you could technically say it was my fault, but I've never had this issue before, but apparently I installed a light bulb wrong on one of the headlights wrong on my car, and it just burned to the ground. Caught fire that very same night. It was, Valentine's Day, and I was taking my wife out to dinner, and the car caught fire. Ugh. Fair enough. I'm curious, do you actually like working at the casino, or is it just a, to make ends meet sort of idea? I don't know if that's rude to ask. I always want to ask those sorts of questions, but I never do, typically. But, my uncle works at a casino, or did. I don't know if he still does. He actually loved it. It was rough, but I mean, now we've just got 2 faulty cars that aren't burning down instead, so, you know, you take what you can get. Dude, these bouncing bullets are, like, kind of crazy. I forgot that it says that they bounce to the next balloon. So, like, it makes all of the hits on the triple dart actually, like, or all of the pierce on the triple darts actually work. See, I've ended up already using up literally 90% of my PTO for the year. So I don't have much time off. Which means I'm lucky, or I'm just glad I had the time available for the surgery and stuff. I mean, the reason why is because we had a baby, right? I took an extra week off work for that. So that's the only reason why I'm out of PTO, really. I should have, on a normal year, probably 10 more days of PTO than I do. You know. Yeah, so like, the first time my car burned down, I worked at a gas station, and somebody else's car caught fire at said gas station. And what smarter thing to do than to park your car behind somebody else's car at that point, right? Because that's what happened. They parked their car behind mine, jumped out, and let their car burn down. Which is better than it burning at the pump, I guess, for sure. Oh, we have a limit on how many monkeys we can place? I don't think that's a big deal. I think this is the last marketplace we want to place, right? Oh, it's this guy. Hold on. It's been a minute since I've seen you. What's your, Man, I don't remember your Discord name, but hey. Haven't you been working on a game? Or at least pixel art? I don't know if it was actually for a game or if it was for... Gray, thank you. Or if it was just pixel art that looked like it was for a game. I think it was for a game, right? Oh, welcome, Katzili. Oh, that's pretty cool. I attempted pixel art one time, and by that I mean, I attempted it literally, so I gave up very fast, which I probably shouldn't have. How strong is he? feel like for tier 1 we probably need more than a tier 3 dart monkey, right? We could do boats because we do have water strats. Or we could do mer monkeys. It has been a little bit though. Hey, I gotta say though, like, don't games take, in theory, like infinite time anyway, so good on you for not trying to force the game faster, because I would completely understand wanting to try to put something out, but you take that time and you get it done right, and hopefully it turns out even better. This seems okay. Then maybe we just buy some things to get range. Oh, absolutely blocked. Use middle path mer monkeys. You know, I was gonna say, don't they deal purple damage? Don't they, like, actively, like, stop you from succeeding? I should probably put something within range, though, so we at least get damage off, right? I feel like we're doing okay. You know, actually, though, if you guys want to backseat a little, feel free, because I always feel lost doing these, right? I feel like we don't necessarily need... We could probably go Grape Shot, but then you don't get all of the damage, right? Because he's immune to purple. That only took us 7 rounds, but we got to scale up quite a bit. Yeah, I knew mermonkeys were a little weird on their middle path. Like, they gain lead popping abilities, but then they lose other things. I feel like maybe we go Sub-Commander for next one, right? And we sell this guy and we go Submarines instead. I shouldn't have started. Well, we can actually just sell one of these and get you. There we go. I saw somebody say get Monkeyopolis, but I think I'm going to not do that. I will buy the monkey commerce here and stuff. Hey, you know, I just played, does it actually use the rocks, by the way? I bet it does. But, I just played Polyphemus yesterday. Dude, that map rules. They do freeze to lower the heat. Oh, neat. But I just played Polyphemus. Dude, that map is crazy. It's a 15% discount, right? And then if you want to, you could place a village. I don't know why in my video I placed it inside the range, or inside the eye. You could just place it outside, and then that's like a 25 to 30% discount, or something crazy like that. That map goes crazy. This is very cool. And it makes me want to replay it. I think there's a lot more to it than I could do. I think it could be cool to try to stockpile from wave 96 and then buy a super cheap with Rosalia and the water discount, a super cheap Flying Fortress, right? Yeah, I actually did it with Lord of the Abyss yesterday, and then right on the last wave 96, the last time the eye closes, my Lord of the Abyss just deleted itself. I have no idea why. Yeah, I think we're going to be affording Sub-Commander this time. What do you guys think? Right, it's only 15k. Just play with the water. The water alone, you only need 25,000 for the water from wave 1 to 100. Elite Defender. I don't actually think we upgrade here. I think we're going to sell off at least one of these guys. Oh, we don't even have to. And then we can just buy another submarine. Maybe 2 more. feel like this is fine, right? And then we're just kind of, affording all of the money this run. Right, what's my tower limit at? 14 left, that's fine. Oh, I forgot he burns your most expensive tower, right? So even though we do have this guy, maybe it's not most expensive. What do I know? Does this reach you? Not yet. Huge. And then we can just use Brickle as well. I feel like Brickle's a really good idea for this. That's a good idea. I like the Icicles idea. We can do them all, Oh, he overheated. That's fine. Do we care? I'll do one like that, just so that we make sure we have, Here we go. Just make sure we have DDT popping power as well. Okay, now we keep saving money, I think. Yeah, I think we can go for a sub-Paragon. I have to sell two of my submarines because I kind of filled them all in right here. Actually, we can probably put... Yeah, we can get some down here. That's fine. We'll come back to upgrading that guy in a second. We've still got 14 waves. I don't know. I mean... Dude, I gotta say, Icicles is a really good tower. And I thought it was gonna be an annoying shift or nerf. I don't know really what I wanted to call it. Where you, where they changed it to have, a chance to freeze instead of guaranteed freezing. It was actually a pretty sweet change, I think. I liked it. Do we think this is enough of them? 2, 4, 6. We could sell these 3, or I guess 18, 36, 54. He'll be so cold that he needs a blanket. Well, thank you. Has anybody ever afforded the Paragon in Chimps? I feel like that's one of the ones you could afford, right? Technically, if you want to be more efficient on, since we're playing with monkey knowledge. Since we're playing with monkey knowledge, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. It's better to go middle path on these banks, on these monkey banana farms. There you go. So basically, instead of it being 4 damage on Icicles, it's now a 1 in 4 chance to do 36 damage, freezing the or something weird like that. Basically, they cut the chance down to a quarter, and then they increase the damage in numbers to make it scale properly. But honestly, with the attack rate that they have anyway, it doesn't even matter. Probably a lot of them, right? I feel like I just did a 3 mines round strategy that ended up being super cheap. Oh yeah, it was the Sun Temple strategy, right? You could do the Necromancer and something off of Necromancer, right? To make it happen. I feel like I maybe should just keep buying farms, right? In theory, shouldn't I just keep getting more money? Well, we'll buy a few tier 5s here. I don't know if you actually want this guy. I don't know if that matters. I know Legend of the Night is hard to afford, isn't he? Or is that one not actually hard? Maybe this is just because it's unranked mode, but this does feel pretty straightforward, actually. Longest round in the game, by the way. We have 90 or 78. I'm just gonna... You know what's really weird is that YouTube always sets it to, relevant messages only, is what it calls it, I guess. Instead of all messages. Which means, like, if somebody's sending a message, and I don't think it happened here. But basically, it'll just not show me some of the messages. What did the Ice Monkey gain? Basically, they gained a lot of damage, is all it is. They gain damage and freeze number or something like that. Basically, if you get the freeze, it's way more effective. But now it's RNG based. How strong is this? Not very. I don't actually know if I need to buff him up or buff up at all anymore. Yeah, sorry, I worded it weird the first time. Hey, why are we not targeting? There we go. Good to say. I get the feeling that maybe I should sell something and buy something. Wow, there's no good place to put a super monkey, huh? And this monkey got no range, dude. Although, once we're in this... Oh, you can put... Oh, you know, I never thought about Lord of the Abyss letting me put down nukes. That's pretty cool, actually. We are a third of the way done, I think, right? Over a third. Yeah, exactly. That's the way to word it. So they get spikes intermittently, by chance, instead of every time. That's really what it is, yeah. But those spikes do more damage. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was. Basically, they cut it into a quarter, but they doubled two things, so it all adds up still. I think this is strong enough, and then we just, like... This is already tier 3? Man, non-elite bosses kind of feel like you can just do what you want. Huh? And whoever said, all you guys who said use Ice Towers, very good choice. Does a Mad go kind of crazy here as well, by the way? And at least handles Riffraff pretty well, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. We're fine. We still have 14 waves left? Man, we're just gonna be rich. Yeah, I believe so. The only other thing that should have changed is the CPU not screaming. Which is good, because that's like the biggest issue with this game, right? For being a simple monkey game. Man, why does everything struggle to run this thing? Like, once you get above wave 200, like, almost everything, I swear, seems to struggle running it. And do we have enough to stockpile for the submarine? Although I am giving up pops by doing this, huh? Do I care? Pardon me, sorry, I'm so sniffly today still. Feels like such a waste of space not not filling out all of these monkey farms. Right, and I find it funny, isn't it like, in the accessibility options, can't you turn down effect scaling, but that doesn't actually, I know it says it no longer renders effects and projectiles, but that doesn't actually have that big an impact on the game running, right? Because the big issue is the calculations it runs in the background when you're fighting. I feel like we are absolutely rich right now. May as well get this guy, and then maybe we can... Oh, we can fit you still. Okay. 400,000? I mean, we can get 400,000. Yeah, exactly. And that's what the free play scaling, the Super Ceramics helps with that a little bit, right? Not having to worry as much about, like, there aren't nearly as many balloons being spawned, but even still. It's still just an issue. Like, on my current phone, this game is unplayable. I can make it to wave 100, right? Holy cow, you guys are... It's gonna sound ridiculous a little bit. You guys are well above my head for understanding that I don't know what the difference between GPU or CPU is, so... Congratulations. You definitely know more than I do. You know, before wave 100, we do need to at least place one more tower somewhere so we have a little bit more area range for seeing things. And I think it's like right here. You know, we may as well make it this guy, right? My issue is I don't have 6 hotkeys for actually hitting play and stuff. Do we think this is enough? I could buy a Ray of Doom. No, that's probably neutral damage. You know what, just in case, let's just buy a Flying Fortress and see if that helps. Helps enough. This feels like fine damage, right? And then we can even hit things like Mad and buff everything as well. Yeah, we're totally fine on this one. It does block our projectiles, but not for nearly long enough, huh? Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but because you guys probably don't play on Steam Deck, right? But Steam Deck has touch controls. I do assume you know that. But you used to not be able to disable touch controls. That, not without going into the console on boot up and actually disabling them on the back end. But now they've added it, and it re-enabled my touch controls without asking me. I just gotta say, touch controls are one of my least favorite things on a game when you don't need them. Granted, it doesn't really affect me on this game because I'm never gonna touch the screen. The reason I'm talking about it is, even though I literally just said that, I am touching the screen because I don't have the hotkeys. Ooh, alrighty, I forgot he disables all abilities, he resets all cooldowns for a second there. I feel like our submarine Paragon is gonna be just fine for this last one. We've still got 15 waves of farming to do. Yeah, I'm playing on Steam Deck. I'm streaming on Steam Deck through OBS. I think it's a little ridiculous. The fact that it's even worked this far. Absolutely stunning. Fantastic. I love it. I think that the Steam Deck, for the current price, is outrageous, but that's also every video gaming thing right now, right? Just due to... Is it the RAM shortages and stuff, right? Because of AI. But, I don't know how it compares to a normal laptop, because the only laptop I've had that has ever played game is a 2016 Lenovo Yoga. Which, as far as I'm aware, is probably not very good at running things. This thing runs... I mean, without streaming, it runs Dark Souls 3 at 60 FPS. Maybe on low settings, and that is a game from 2016. But, I mean... For what that is, I mean, it's mobile gaming. Switch, even the Switch 2, I don't think could dream of doing that, really. I know that Elden Ring's coming to it, but... To Switch 2, but I mean, still. Inflating yellow rams into Moabs. Amazing. I think, personally, I've gotten amazing use out of the Steam Deck. More than I ever expected. I mean, I've put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into this thing, right? But I also got it back when it launched at like 250 bucks. You know? But if you're willing to do, even without understanding, because I really don't know a lot about computers, but if you're willing to do the littlest amount of work, and I do mean a little, like looking up basic console things and how Linux works, you can really get a lot out of this thing. It works as a perfect emulator, like everything up to even some PlayStation, well, PlayStation 3 in general works fine. So I think that's pretty good. Like anything GBA, DS, Switch, you can emulate some Switch stuff even. Like, I think it's been amazing. It depends on what you want it for, I guess, really. But anything AAA from the last 6 years at least, you're probably not playing, right? Anything that touts fancy graphics, you're probably not playing on this. Yeah, exactly, and it really is just Linux. I think I compare it in strength to the PS4, right? Which might not be great to today's standards, but for being a mobile PS4 that gets 6 hours of battery life, at least, I think that's pretty good, you know? And I mean, hey, I'm able to stream things like this. I can't stream Dark Souls 3, but like, come on. Streaming is already amazing that a handheld can do that, I think. I feel like this might have been like the easiest boss fight ever. Cool. It's so cool watching the Dart Monkey try his best. I think the Dart Monkey is getting pops with that. Yeah, so I've gotten good use. Everybody's different. Personally, I also just like handheld gaming more. I have a PS5, and I do play it every now and then, right? But I think I probably play the Steam Deck more also, I mean, partially just because, I mean, I've got Steam options, right? So many more games. My library's huge. Yeah, I'm seeing that. This guy's like super. He's been pretty easy. And I feel like I'll probably get above a grade 30, right? Probably don't even need this guy, and then we just like upgrade you. You gotta be above a grade 30, right? 46? Yeah, that's probably fine, right? Feels fine to me. Dude, that's my biggest issue. My biggest gripe in general right now is like, why can we not just get over the console war stuff, right? Let everybody play cross-console across every platform. Like, everybody benefits from it, and it just lets more people get into more games, which gets everybody more money. But, you got plenty of people who make the argument otherwise, I guess. You know, who would buy a PlayStation 5 if there aren't console exclusives, but I think that's a silly argument, honestly. Indie games? This is amazing for indie games. Like, any indie game that I can't think of one where it doesn't really run it, you know? Alright, well thanks for hanging around, Jacob. Yeah, that was actually pretty simple. Get him, sub. You have defeated Blastopopolis. Now, I'm not going to do hard mode, the elite boss. I am, however, now that we've taken a little bit of time, we've gotten kind of into the swing of things. Ooh, hold on. First person to choose a diamond chest. I'll open it. I know I gotta just wait for chat to catch up, but. Wizard. Alright, wizard it is. 3024. 4 ones are all new. Holy cow, that's a good pool. Yeah, but in the end, does somebody really get that much more money? Oh, what is a tumbleweed? Oh, it's an animation. Okay. I guess you could always do timed exclusives, right? Alright, so, what expert map are we thinking? I feel like there's really only 3 pages. So we've got Glacial Trail, Flooded Valley, Quad, or Workshop. I feel like Workshop is probably the easiest of the ones that we have. Glacial Trail is the one that End probably wants to see the most. I'll play Silas on that map. I have a general idea for Workshop, if I can remember what I want to do. Which is a lot of primary power stuff. Really? Workshop's hard. Okay. You know what? I kind of see that. I gotta tell you, I think I don't have very nuanced views or understandings of almost anything about this sort of stuff. That's true. They do want you paying their subscription, though. I mean, I do pay. Unfortunately, I do pay for, you know, PlayStation Plus and stuff. Isn't that crazy? Even I fall victim to it. Are we thinking, Flooded Valley? Another excuse to use water towers? With Brickle? I think when N did this, they used, Silas. What am I kidding? They probably use Silas on almost everyone, huh? I got really good use out of Glaive Lord on Workshop. Is this like a double Mermonkey start, or is it like a submarine start? Oh. Fireworks. That's what I just bought. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know why I even suggested Silas to you. This is just kind of rude. You see that projectile from the Mermonkey there? That's interesting. I'd kind of like to get a submarine. So we are going to... Look at that, that's twice now that's happened. We're going to buy a submarine here, and then we will worry about Brickle next. And I think that should be good enough, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I try to mute myself when I sniffle like that, but ooh, I missed that one. I'm sorry. See, that's crazy, right? Because we have Netflix, we have PlayStation Plus, we've cut back on a lot of them, right? Because we caught ourselves at one point where I'm like, every single thing, man. You know, it feels like we're paying for everything. But I don't know. That's just kind of how things are these days, huh? Come on. Oh, really? We missed by one on that. What if we just do sub start? Does sub just win? No, okay. We'll do double Mermonkey and then we'll go to sub again. And then we'll spend our money. That was silly of me. I also think it's a bit much with all the streaming services though. And all the subscription services, I guess. Because I guess we pay for Netflix, HBO, and Disney Plus. It all adds up though, you know? And then there's like bundles, but like, you bundling is already falling for it even more. I don't know, man. I think one Trident efficiency is probably good enough to keep up on Wave 10, right? Because we only missed by one balloon. So I'm thinking probably a top path Mermonkey is probably very good. I mean, this is another water map, right? So don't we just Mermonkey, boat, Brickle, and like that should be good enough for everything? Yeah, totally nice. Okay. Dude, Mermonkey starting with 2 damage is so good. Hold on. I think wave 14 we're gonna need to upgrade, right? Oh wait, we get Brickle here on not this wave, but... Crunchyroll doesn't take Argentinian credit cards? That's crazy. Also, I mean, I completely understand not paying for stuff. I get it. But like, that's pretty frustrating, right? Even if you wanted to pay for it, they wouldn't take it. Like, you're actively trying to give them your money. This feels like really good. There have definitely been a few games that I've tried first, but it's been a while, right? Because typically, honestly now this is gonna sound, I don't know if this sounds full of myself or what, but I've got a very small following, but just enough to where if there's a game that I've thought looked mildly interesting, I might be able to request a key for it through like a key mailer or something, and then they'll just send me a key to cover it. So, or I buy the game, you know? I'm not encouraging pirates. I'm saying quite the opposite. Well, I don't know if I'm saying the opposite, but I'm saying I'm turning a blind eye. I think we're about to get overwhelmed if we're not careful. So, what do we want to do with our submarine? Buy both of these, and then we do need a lead popper at some point. Well, we do have Brickle for the short term, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna get hot shots for lead. So Brickle takes out leads on this side, this guy takes out leads on the other side. And we're still gonna go top path because Brickle does give camo detection. I've been doing YouTube technically for a decade, which is outrageous to me. I've gone in and out of trying YouTube, so it makes sense that I don't have a huge following. I have always enjoyed doing it every time I get into it, but typically it's hard to keep up with once you start getting busy with life, and that always happens, you know, I swear it does. What do we want to do? So, yeah, Naval Tactics doesn't actually give camo detection yet, but I think Brickle has camo detection, and I think that should be enough to handle all the rest right now. Our lead popping power is a little low. Yeah, I mean, for, you know, like 7 of those years, I think, I was just uploading like, hey guys, I did something cool, check it out, with my friends, you know, sorts of stuff, which is never gonna get anywhere, obviously. But still. Yeah, I think she gets it at level 4, right? No? She has camo detection at some point. I know she does. Hello, Annie Me Too. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you around. You're not from around these parts, are you? No. Kinda wanna go bottom path on this mermonkey. YouTube keeps recommending you monkey game streams. Dude, I also just call the game Monkey Game. I've gotten into a bit of a habit with that, especially just because for some reason I feel ridiculous telling my wife I'm gonna go play BTD6 or Bloons Tower Defense 6. So I just call it the Monkey Game. Well, I'm glad you're stopping by though. I appreciate it. I'm always curious how people find me. I think most of the time they really are getting bigger every time, I swear. But I think typically, I saw it, dude. Oh. So what did I miss? It was purely just me being lazy, right? And not wanting to use naval tactics here. Did I get overwhelmed on the third one at that too? It was right at the end. It was even an RNG diff. Oh. Oh. Can you believe that? I always find it cool how, I think I just blackboarded this map and go up a couple days ago. Cool. I'm gonna just restart, by the way, because I lost. Oh, that's what it was. I'm supposed to use an ice tower to help me with leads. Dude, getting black borders in co-op is surprisingly difficult sometimes. I think I have, well, I know I have one because I've done, Monkey Lane. Monkey Meadow? Is it Monkey Meadow or Monkey Lane in BTD6? Brickle flagship. Absolute zero. Nice. Monkey Meadow. Thank you. Like calling back to BTD5. Like that game isn't ancient. This is where you tell me to just go back to my times, you know? Okay. Oh yeah, we need to upgrade at least one of these guys. We'll probably upgrade both and then we'll get Brickle. Oh, look at that, Shen. Perfect transition. Hey guys, I have a Discord. If you guys haven't joined, you should totally join the Discord. Hold. Let me just create a brand new invite. Just like the other ones. But you guys should join the Discord. It's actually been a lot of fun. And I've had quite the blast growing it and having people hang out, you know? Oh, how does one even make an invite on Discord, dude? It's right here. I got it. They make that so much harder than it needs to be, though. You know that? What did people say? I missed stuff. You should share some more sprites, by the way, on Discord. Oh, you did all? Nice. You really should, though. I enjoyed looking at it. I've always wanted to make a game myself, and then, you know, I typically lose... I typically don't get very far. How about that? We'll just say that for now. Thank you. I feel like if Mermonkey didn't exist, don't you have to do like a sub-start of some sort? Oh, I've been thinking we should, finishing things. Getting started, the two hardest things, starting something and finishing something, right? But, we should check out BTD6 on the console. Because it's from like 13 updates ago or something, almost 14 updates now. And it has some wild ideas. Like, Ninja Monkey starts at like $540 base cost. Like, who is buying a Ninja Monkey and chimps to start with at that cost, right? Kind of really wasn't getting enough out of this guy yet. We'll try it again. Do we have camo detection on these ones yet? No. Now we do. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I do wish Mermonkeys were cheaper still. I would have totally been for that as a general change. It was a little shame to see them nerf the Mermonkey. Do you just do like double Desperado on Ouch? That's just what I assume, right? I'm kind of tempted to not go top path on this guy. I do love me a 024 or 025 submarine. I know it's less effective, but it's so cool. Also, it handles the leads a little better. But then we don't have our camo detection. Okay. I think this is fine. Yeah, we did fine. Okay. Ugh. It really does bring a lot of peers up close. And I guess this is a map where we're going to be close. But the only issue right now... Well, I guess I could do a 025 had I not already upgraded him. And then all the other ones could be 204s, right? If I place more Mermonkey or more submarines. That's probably what I should have done. Okay. This map already, more than Dark Castle, feels a little more freestylable. We could even, like... I wonder if you could do double Mermonkey into, like, Mortar Start or something ridiculous like that, right? Because all you need is another 650, and then you place them back here, down here. That's probably not actually worth it, though, is it? What did I change this time? Where I feel better? But my stats aren't really any better, are they? Maybe they are. Maybe I should go Cannon Chip instead of Destroyer. Nah, we're going Destroyer. That's what I'm thinking. I was also thinking that Mortar would be a real pain on this map, right? Well, you could always do, like, in one of these two bends, you could do a large radius mortar, at least. Oh, I didn't buy the Abyss Dweller. That was the difference. We'll buy that now. And maybe we buy a couple Echo Sense networks. Okay, this, the, fireworks sound effect, getting a little ridiculous already, I gotta say. Would you use the bottom concave? It is more range, right? There is more track to handle that way. But I think the Moabs come from the top, it looks like. We should be hitting this ability here. Now, how do we handle the Moab? Are we strong enough? I wish we had about 1,200 more bucks, I'll tell you that much. That should be good, and then we just... Yeah, okay, we're fine. Now I think we save for Abyssal Warrior. Abyssal Warrior helps us with the wave 50 Moabs, and it helps us a lot with ceramics. It just one-shots ceramics, and then the tier 5 maybe later. I think we go Abyssal Warrior into Aircraft Carrier into Armor Piercing Darts. Maybe a different order would be better, but I think this is fine. And then maybe Alluring Melody. Okay. You do Silas strats. You know, I've seen a couple of you guys. I don't use Silas enough, I think. I mean, there's a lot of heroes you'll see me never use. Adora, for one. But I rarely use Silas. But they do always work out pretty well. I don't think we need armor-piercing darts right now. I do need to worry about wave 59 currently. I think you strip camo though, right? You strip camo. Okay. Because right now I have no camo lead popping power, right? Well, we have Brickle for camo lead popping power. Naval Tactics allows affected balloons to hit, or affected monkeys to hit camo balloons. Okay. Hey, this water tower's in radius gain extra pierce. Is that does that apply? Is that a passive buff? Is it just like +1 pierce to water towers in range? Or what kind of a buff is it? You know, I hear they have some sort of slowing aura and are a water tower. But beyond that, I don't know. I got nothing on them. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm so sniffly. Ew. Alright. I think, actually, we probably do want to get this bottom path person, because they're going to buff Brickle a lot, and the Mega Mine is going to help us a lot at the end game. Yeah, maybe we go for that next. Wave 63 would be 12 minutes of an ability. With 12 minutes of an ability every 0.15 seconds. So, I mean, you take like, what, 7 times 60? Right? So 560. Or what am I talking about? 420. 420 times 12. It's about half of it, right? Yeah, it is actually summertime, and it is hot out. I work outdoors. It is a little toasty these days. Does the Alchemist reach? No. You know, I've always thought maybe you could do like an Archmage, right? You put him like right here with all the range ups. Thoughts? I mean, I guess we're gonna do that. We should probably do Carrier Flagship in our case, huh? Currently, I feel like typically we're gonna be low on ceramic popping power, I think. Also, this one feels way more freestyleable than, Oh, this one feels way more freestyleable than Dark Castle does. I'll be honest, this feels so much easier than Dark Castle. Also, the bombs getting the Pierce boost is pretty crazy. You know, I prefer the cold, but adjusting to the heat and the cold, because I work outside, is it's not too bad, really. There are some days already where, like last week, it was 110 degrees for the heat index, like every day last week. I do come home just absolutely drained, right? There's no winning on that. Oh, buddy. This is wave 63. We are strong enough, it looks like. I am going to, Oh, jeez. Okay, it's a little close. We're gonna naval tactics the third one. Because as long as we naval tactics, I think we are more than fine if we do that. Okay, yeah. So now, the only other big rush I think we have to worry about is 76 and 78. So we have a few waves for those. We can probably get a tier 5 by then, before we need to worry about it. What do you guys think? If you guys watched my video from yesterday, I said I think I don't actually handle boss fight, or not, but what am I talking about? Chimp strategies properly, right? I think I tried a turbo out of tier 5 too soon. And I've been thinking about trying to change that. So right now, currently, we have about 100,000. If we're going for the tier 5 sub bottom path, like, we're barely gonna afford any more subs past that, I think. Isn't it extra? I mean, a few reasons why, but isn't it partially just extra hot because it's an El Nino year, by the way? So it's gonna be a lot more humid and hot and just icky out. I'm not just making that up, right? Man, living in the mountains, that is something I've never done. My sister lives in the mountains of the US, at least. But, it seems like it'd be kind of cool, but also kind of miserable sometimes. At least with where they lived, it was, hard to find anything, right? Like, you had to go out of your way to go to places. Some here have even called it El Hombre. Is that actually a thing they've called it, or is that a joke? Because I am dense sometimes. I would definitely believe you if you told me that's what they called it. I think we go for Final Harmonic. We don't need Pierce right now, really. Okay, hey, you know, I'm just... just making sure. You could have told me that, and I could have believed you in a heartbeat, yeah. You know, this map fits perfectly for the chat, huh? There's, you know, 80% of the screen not being used, so... It is actually a believable joke, though. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hello? Am I live? Hello? For some reason, my game's muted now. Hello? Hello? It's okay. You're fine. It's okay. Well, it actually is still up. Hmm. Okay. What? Because I'm using a dock. So basically, the dock. Plug the dock into the, or plug the Steam Deck into the dock, but nothing is connected until I attach a power source. You unplug the power source. It's okay. Yeah, for some reason, it's just saying there is no game audio anymore. There is no game audio anymore, actually. I have no game audio either. Huh. But I have no clue why. They said, who do you if your husband finds I didn't mean to. You're okay. Nobody's upset. You're fine. Anyway, what she was doing, she was going for her own laptop cord. Because she has a laptop, and she thought that the one that was plugged in beneath me was the one plugged into, or for her computer. Oh my goodness, I looked away. Oh my goodness, man. Well, we'll go get gold for it. This whole thing's crashing, dude. All I had to do was hit one of these abilities. I'm curious what I should do for next. I'm thinking... Well, since we've already got gold border, give me just a second, okay? Let me close the game, and I'll reopen it, right? Because I've already lost. So we'll hit retry last round. Back out to main menu. We will close the game. Everything will freeze on your end. Do not panic. Do not, I repeat. No, so here's the thing. I have two different... Wait, let's see. Oh, is it using a different mic from normal? So what it does, basically, I have two different audio settings, or two different audio pieces set up, right? What? Is it out of that Steam Deck? Is it using a different... Hold on. Is it using a different mic? Hold on. Oh, what? Dude. Holy. Okay, apparently OBS has given up on me. Because I can no longer... I accidentally locked everything? What the heck is happening, dude? Game is back, but not to its fullest, apparently. What the heck is happening? Dude, I can't... Game audio is coming from... Oh yeah, no, you're right, game audio is back. Now OBS is fighting me. So basically what I did was, for some reason, I can't select anything on OBS unless I'm changing screen width. But I can't change any settings, which means restart the stream one more time. Stay put. We will figure. I can't even close OBS. Hold on. I legitimately cannot close OBS. I cannot. Can I do it now? No? Holy dude, this is amazing. Huh. I'll open a new window. Okay, but now you're letting me interact. Run. See what happens. Well, I think my stream might end a little bit early today, huh? It was not intentional. I'm sorry. I'll keep trying, but I can't actually. I'm gonna have to do like a hard reset on my whole Steam Deck. Is what it looks like. Well, OBS is already running safer, maybe? OBS has now decided, you know what, I didn't like your attitude. Like, I wish I could show you what it's doing. It's like only showing the, like it's showing the full OBS like normal, right? But the only thing I can click on are the dialog boxes. And only to resize them. Everything else. It's like I locked the screen, or locked everything on OBS, but I've never heard of it. That's a thing, right? You like try that. It may be time. Restart the Steam Deck and new stream. Why don't I try? If you guys are willing to hang around, I'm gonna restart this. It's so weird, but I'll be right back. It's gonna take me like 3 minutes. Cat, you're fine. You're okay.